Now look, I know there are going to be people of other races that are going to watch this video and comment on this video. However, bear with me and understand that this video is directed at the African American community and other African Americans. I don't say that to disrespect people of other races or anything like that. You just got to understand, I make my rounds. But this is the time where I'm talking to other African Americans. Now look, liberals and the Democratic Party continue to use black folk as pawns in their political chess game going on between them and the conservatives. But while they do that, they insult us in the process, and we don't even see it. I mean, every election, 90% plus of us go out there and give our vote to the Democratic Party. If the Democratic Party does not have our vote, they do not win non-election if they don't have it. But we give it to them 90% time and time again. And what have we got out of it? Nothing. They have gotten away with, for decades, blaming the Republican Party for our issues, saying that they're not giving enough and they don't want to give enough and all of that. And it doesn't make sense, because who runs our cities? Who's been running our cities for the last 50 years plus in a lot of cases? Who? It's not been Republicans. It's been Democrats. They've ran some of our cities into the ground, our predominantly black cities. They ran them into the ground. You find me a black neighborhood, I'll find you a Democratic politician in that local government. It's easy. And yet they continue to blame the Republican Party. And I'm not here to defend them or anything like that. But I'm just saying that because how much sense does it make as they continue to do that? They run our cities. And look at our status. What have we got out of it? They've got plenty of victories, plenty of won a lot of government positions on our vote. And our vote has catapulted them into that position. Yet what have we got out of it? Nothing. And the insulting part about it is that we're tied to them due to their rhetoric, not their actions, but their rhetoric, and the fact that they give us a program or two that's supposed to, well, it's mass racism. I'm going to call it what it is, because they're saying that, hey, African Americans, you're too stupid and you can't do anything for yourself. We have to help you. That's the part that's insulting about all of this. And I know there's going to be people that comment on this video. They're going to call me a coon, Uncle Tom, house nigga, all kinds of things, and disagree with what I say. They're probably not going to refute what I say, but they will jump down the throat of another black man simply because he's criticizing liberals and being highly critical of his own community because he loves his own community. And the liberals just sit back and watch it take place while we destroy each other over nothing. We're dysfunctional. We're self-destructive. I've spoken about this in a lot of different cases. Our status is not due to institutional racism or the ongoing legacy of slavery. Racism exists, of course. Duh. It's never going to go away. There are people that are going to dislike somebody because they're of another race. Black people do it too. But that's not the root of our problems. Economic opportunities and stuff like that. It's like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? In our communities, who's going to want to? We're shooting each other. We represent 13% of the population. Half the homicides in this country, however. So we kill ourselves at a higher rate than any other race. 72 babies born out of wedlock. Fathers not around, protecting their family, watching over their sons, raising their kids. We're dysfunctional. And the only thing that the Democratic Party has done was facilitate that. They encourage that. They don't give a damn about your family or anything like that. They don't care if, like, you look at the fact that they will push for more handouts. They don't care if you're down and out, they will give it to you. And so as long as you start to succeed, they will take it away from you. It's insulting. They're telling you, hey, just fail, and we're going to take care of you. It's insulting. Yet we catapult them to victory every election and get nothing out of it. And they keep blaming the party that's not even in control. And then when they do get in control, we're running to that party saying why you didn't do this, why you didn't do that. Think about it. Well, you don't vote for them. Why would they do anything? But honestly, to backtrack on that, why should they do anything for you? It was the government, the Democratic Party as well, but it's the government that facilitated your slavery of our ancestors, the discrimination, the segregation that some of our mothers and fathers went to school and had to experience. Yet, what are we getting out of this? And why are we seeking the government, the same people that did all the things that I just mentioned, why are we seeking them to help us? When it was indeed them that facilitated and treated us unequal to our white counterparts. Yet we're openly and willingly voting for a party that wants more and more and more government, which has been used in the past, and extensions of it in the past have been used to run us into the ground. Or attempt to. Now the thing about Separation 2015 and back then is that our demise is voluntary. We're trusting them, we're giving our lives to them, and we're expecting change. But we're not holding each other accountable. We're not saying, hey brothers, let's band together and fix our situation. We're not doing that. When have you heard our black leaders, pastors, have a reactionary protest? And by reactionary, I mean as in they're urging the media to cover something, and the media is coming down to have a reactionary protest about people that are actually terrorizing our cities. I was a former gangbanger. Not once did a pro-black come to me and criticize me for what I was doing. And my actions showed that I hated black people. How does that make sense? The people that actually terrorize our own communities, we're not holding them accountable. We're not even don't get me wrong. There are some people out there that genuinely care. There are people that are active in their communities, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about reaction. I'm talking about being reactionary. I'm talking about being as adamant and collective in trying to fix the situation. Because if we did that, we wouldn't be in this situation. You can't be taxed out of poverty. No program can get you out of poverty. How much money do we spend annually on these programs? $1 trillion. Like literally. Annually. We spend this. And what does it get us? No, we have a culture problem and we need to fix that. And no politician, Republican or Democrat, can fix that. And to expect either one is insulting. Because you're putting your life into their hand and you're saying that your world can't move unless they move it for you. And if you claim that white folk and white supremacists look at you like you were an animal, think about what you're doing. Because if you feel as if your situation can't be better unless they do something, unless they do something, they change something, you're an animal. Because you're saying that you can't think for yourself and our communities can't think for ourselves. I am not going to disregard history. I know. That's why I'm a libertarian. But that's why I don't trust the government. It's because of the history. I'm not trying to downplay that. But what I am saying is that in 2015, that has nothing to do with our situation. I have had folk I used to gangbang with die. Had nothing to do with white boogeyman behind the wall telling him to shoot the gun. I've had family members die, close ones, in crossfire of situations that they had nothing to do with. That has nothing to do with white supremacy. It's a culture problem. Our entertainers glamorize it. Not all of them, but some of them glamorize it. And we'll book dance all day long to them, and they're legitimately not fueling, I don't want to say that, but they're talking about Let's be for real. And I listen to it every now and then too. So I'm not going to hold myself above anything. I'm speaking to all of us. We do a lot of self-destructive things, yet we expect. Well, no. What liberals do is they profit. They profit off of our dysfunction. Look who funded the whole Black Lives Matter movement. It's a white, rich, billionaire, liberal. They want us to do this. They want us to destroy each other. Liberals love that because it fits their narrative that they just can't do it unless they have us. And they will campaign every time in addressing that. It is such. Am I saying go vote for the Republican Party? Of course not. I'm saying stop expecting politicians to fix our communities. It's not going to happen. We will rise and we will be great when we feel like it. It's people probably watching this that have been success stories. Grew up like I did. Single parent household, gang banging, all of that good stuff. Yet, I'm successful and I'm black. And you will realize, growing up, that an educated black man is the most dangerous person in this world. Not a gangbanger. They not scared of that. They will lock you up. Not no guy chanting, no justice, no peace. They not scared of that. They expect you to do that. They scared of you outthinking them. You can be great. We can be great. But we have to be accountable. We have to be responsible. And right now, that is what we're lacking. And I will take full credit for participating in a dysfunction because I did it growing up. But it's never too late to change. It's never too late to change. But we can't keep expecting people to change our lives for us because as long as we do that, there will always be a politician coming, promising you everything that they can, promises they can't fulfill. They will never follow through with these promises. Your beloved Barack Obama, when he first got in office, controlled the Senate and the House, and he did absolutely nothing for you. Nothing. But to be fair, that's not his job. He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have to. No politician should have to do that. They should be there to protect you, not from yourself, but from other people. That's it. And getting out the way. Now, that's my political ideology. But beside the point, I feel like African Americans, we just got to do better. And when we do better, we will do better. I'm not saying this to knock anybody. I understand that people's going through a lot of struggles. I've been there, done that. But it's going to take a collective effort from us as African Americans to fix this. A Democratic politician can't do it. Hell, a Republican can't do it neither. A government can't do it. But as long as you believe they will profit off of your dysfunction. They will use your dysfunction to get a vote and get in power. They will do that every single time. We got to start, and it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. Never said that. To hold people accountable is definitely, people that are self-destructive. They've been, they grown, terrorizing their own community. That is hard to look. I've had to deal with it. Look at my own brothers in the face and saying, you messing up. It's not easy. But a leader does that. A leader does not do what is politically correct. A leader does not play this whole victimization thing all the time. A leader leads. He doesn't make excuses. He simply makes it happen. So who are you? You going to make it happen? Or you going to continue to make excuses and continue to put your life and our African American community in the hands of not only the same party that facilitated our slavery, our discrimination, our segregation, the KKK. No, the politicians didn't switch. I've already debunked that. I hate to go there, but no, there was no party switch. But anyway, are we going to keep giving it to these politicians, or are we going to just say, look, bound together and be great? There's a lot of resources out there. You got so many black entertainers and and leaders that are rich. Now, granted, they do not live in your black communities. They do not. They'll profit off of basically telling you can't do what they doing, but they don't live in your community. They move out of your community, and they probably live in somewhere that's predominantly white. If they rich, gated, protected by white cops. Look at the hypocrisy in that. I will never downplay our history. I will never downplay racism. It exists, but it is not the number one root of your problem. The number one root of your problem is us, your community, our culture. Let's change our culture. Let's be great, and let's rise. Peace.